Welcome, dear listener, and thanks for joining us.
I'm Yanto.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is a podcast all about the weird and wonderful world of the dark comedy anthology series, Inside Number 9.
On each episode, we'll be diving into another one of Steve Pemberton and Reece Shearsmith's twisted tales, putting it under a lens and examining it to within an inch of its life.
So make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of tea, and join us for The Ninth Degree.
Hello.
Hello, welcome back.
Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm okay. Recording for the second time in 2 days.
Shh, mysteries, magic. They're not allowed behind
the curtain. Sorry. I mean, yeah, I've had a great week.
Great week. Yeah, we did all sorts.
Yeah, I went skiing. Yeah. How are you?
I'm good, just melting. It's
exactly,
a bit warm up here.
I think the skiing was wishful thinking then.
Yeah, I don't have much to say, to be honest.
No, not really. Although, slight tangent, but not really, since this is an Inside Number 9 podcast. But, you know, we're always saying about, we're surprised, like, the number 9s that they didn't do. And I had a thought earlier about what would have been quite a cool one is to do one set in 9 Downing Street.
Oh, that would be interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because apparently it's it's where they do the press briefings.
Yeah.
So that could have been quite fun.
That would have been fun. Yeah, because they don't really make the use of the number 9 really, in that it's almost always just a house or a flat.
Yeah.
Like there are some that are a bit different, like the shoe and stuff, but so many of them are just a house or a flat that you could have we could have made it really interesting. And yeah, that would be a fun one. Yeah.
Well, maybe once they finish their stage tour, they'll be bullied into doing some more. I doubt it though.
No, part of me really likes that it did end on 9. Like,
yeah, it's
and
perfect.
They didn't drag it out or they didn't end it early. Like, It feels nice that it ended there.
Yeah, just a shame there's not 9 episodes per series.
Yeah,
that would have been so satisfying.
It would.
But anyway, what was our hidden title from last week?
It was The Bones of St. Nicholas.
It was. But yeah, the family aren't really interested. They have a big old laugh and they brush it off. Yeah,
they'd rather stick with good old St. Nicholas.
Sorry, the bones of the story, actually, just going back to the writing for a second. Painstakingly inserted, so to speak.
Hopefully, believably.
Yeah. So listen out for one this week as we discuss the bill. Do you want to give us our synopsis?
Yeah, so what have we got this week? A night out with your friends at a local restaurant, some tapas and a few drinks after the badminton. Sounds like a lot of fun. But ultimately, of course, somebody has to pay. We're not paying for these.
No.
What are your thoughts on this one?
I do have thoughts.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a good start.
It is a good start. I like it. I think it's very inventive.
Yeah.
Very theatrical.
Yeah.
It is one of those ones like we always say, but this one is particularly very like a play.
Yeah. One set, could quite easily...
Yeah, literally. And it's very character-focused, obviously, not like plot happening.
Yeah.
I do have some very slight reservations about it, but we'll come to those as we get through it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you? What do you think?
I really like it. I mean, it's one of those ones, though, I think that works a lot better on a first view. On a second view, it can... I don't want to say tedious, but it kind of... It goes on and on a bit when you've watched it a second time.
It does.
And you're just seeing them fight over and over and over and over. When you know what the reasons are and things. But on a first view, especially, I really enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah, well, I agree, actually. I remember the first time I watched it. But I do think it's an excellent concept for an episode. And apparently, they were inspired by real life, overhearing conversations in real life.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it's such a British thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, totally.
This awkwardness about money. Especially, splitting the bill in a restaurant or whatever. Like, yeah. I find that help. I mean, I find social stuff really awkward anyway, but but I think everyone finds that a little bit awkward.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Like, I'm the professor in the situation, as much as people hate me for it. But I'm like, well, I don't have, bags of money, so I haven't had a star and I haven't had the wine.
Yeah, you've come prepared with what you expected to pay for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that completely. So I don't know if you are particularly familiar with William Hanson, the etiquette expert. But I follow his work and I listen to his podcasts and stuff. And I've heard him talk about this topic, about who pays in a restaurant and that kind of thing. And his advice was generally basically take it in turns. And if somebody pays for you on this occasion, then you offer to pay for their thing on the next thing. But it's got to be sort of a similar level, like for like.
Well, it's not too much of a problem splitting a bill if it's just two people.
Yeah,
because you can just work out roughly.
But when you're in a group...
When you're in a group of like 12 people, and I'll just split it, and there's someone that's had 6 bottles of Prosecco.
Oh, yeah. If you do agree to split it equally and say, like, you know, you and 3 other people are all having salads, and then they bring the steak out for your 4th friend, you know, he's got some expensive sirloin or something.
Exactly.
It's a bit unbalanced, but then you could say, you know, like Archie says in this, you're contributing to the evening, to the company, but...
Yeah, but you've contributed that anyway, like...
Yeah. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I just think it is one of those awkward things because people don't like to talk about it. And the thing like your average Joe, like you and me, you know, we live in a difficult time and a cost of living crisis. Everyone's watching their spending.
Exactly, yeah.
But then you've got these characters who are obviously all quite well off.
Yeah.
To an extent. So it's quite a different dynamic because in their case, it's more like they're flashing it around a bit and they want to be the one to be seen.
The status, yeah.
To be spending it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a complicated topic.
It is, yeah. Plus when you throw in the whole North-South divide thing that this episode quite likes to explore.
Yes. So we're the 2 perfect hosts to talk about that.
Yeah. Even if it was filmed in London.
Yeah, you Northerners and your whippets.
They're just everywhere, roaming the streets. Hundreds of them.
Have you ever heard of a diddlem?
I was trying to think. It feels like a thing I've heard of.
Yeah.
I think it's probably a kind of thing that my parents might have said rather than sort of my generation.
Well, I wondered if it was... I mean, it could be that as well, but I wondered if it's also a reference to where the twist goes. And like that's what they're trying to do. All these people they're trying to diddle them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good one. I'd not thought of that. I mean, I did look it up, and it is a genuine term.
Okay.
But yeah, that does work on a double meaning of that, which I'd not thought of.
There are a few other northern things that Craig was a bit unfamiliar with. I think.
Do you need any explanations? Can I help?
I don't think so. I'm trying to remember what else there was now.
There are a lot of phrases that I know my granddad and my dad would say.
Such as?
Like, my granddad frequently will get told that he's tight and that the Queen blinks if he opens his wallet.
Oh, right.
Is a very common phrase.
I've not heard that before, but it did make me laugh.
Yeah.
And the blue cock thing as well.
Oh, I'd not heard that one. But I do like it. Do you refer to small change as shrapnel down south?
Oh, yeah. Well, my dad does. I don't personally, but my dad does, yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was a northern thing as well. I'm going to take offence at the safari with poor people. I mean, it's not wrong, but I'm still going to take offence at it.
I don't know why there is such a north-south divide, because I love northern people. Like, the ones I've met, they're all really nice.
Yeah.
Southerners generally are less friendly, I would say.
Yeah.
But then also, you know, I haven't really spent much time up north, but I get the impression that, you know, if you're out walking and then you see someone and they'll probably just say like, oh, good morning or whatever.
Yeah.
If you don't know them.
Oh, yeah.
I'd find that quite awkward. But...
Oh. You don't have to up here, but yeah, you would normally.
Yeah.
It is a big thing though. Like, it does get to me a lot. Like, sometimes. Like, so I'm up in York and we've got a river that floods every single year. Like, there's no funding at all. Like, at least once a year, the river will flood, several houses will be underwater, and no one will pay a penny to fix it. Whereas if the Thames goes up by an inch, you'll throw 20 million at it.
Yeah.
And that won't be a problem again. Like, there's several pubs along the river that are fully kitted out in that chairs are all made of stone, plug sockets on the ceiling, and they just know it's going to flood. They shut the doors, move upstairs, and wait it out and then hose it down. Like, they know it's going to happen 2 or 3, 4, 5 times a year. And that's just normal.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. We definitely, as a country, we're so London-centric and, you know, even I'm sure it must be so frustrating when, you know, things go on tour and it's always like, oh, they're doing a UK tour and it's just like London and, you know.
You'll maybe get Manchester if you're lucky, and that's about it. Yeah, it is annoying. But equally, London's where all the money gets made, I suppose, so...
I suppose.
You can have a 27th tube line if you want one.
Yeah. No, it is an interesting one, and it's obviously good fodder for drama and conflict.
Oh, yeah.
Nice that the name of the restaurant is Number 9. Nice little touch.
It's slightly different. It's not just, you know, the 9th building on the street or whatever. It's actually the name of the place.
Yeah.
Just slight variation.
Yeah. Now, we haven't directly mentioned the twist yet, but obviously it turns out that at the end that it is all a scam, a con.
Yeah.
And they mention at the end about that they had to pay the owners to take the night off of the restaurant. So I'm wondering who those people are that the waitress is showing out at the beginning.
Oh, good shout, yeah.
Are they the owners?
Maybe.
Or...
I completely forgot there's that little bit at the beginning.
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, because they wanted more money, didn't they? So maybe she's been having to fight with them a bit.
Yeah.
For them to leave.
You know, on a rewatch just raised a question for me, but yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't that just scream that something dodgy's happening? If someone wants to rent out your...
Oh, completely. But yeah, money's money, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look the other way.
I suppose.
But yeah, I mean, it looks kind of dodgy, actually, even the way she puts the close sign on at the front and like does the blind down when there's still people in there. Obviously, you know, she's trying to close the restaurant. It's late.
Yeah.
But there is something slightly dodgy about it in her expression.
Yeah. I mean, now we've mentioned the twist. We've got to get that out of the way because it informs a lot of what goes on.
Yeah.
I've got to ask, why does she have that accent? Like, what is the purpose of her having a ridiculous accent that she can't really do very well?
No. Yeah, it's just a very...
It doesn't achieve anything.
No, it doesn't achieve anything. I think you could argue that perhaps because her natural northern accent makes her fit in with the others a bit, maybe, so it distances her a bit more. But
yeah, I suppose.
But
I mean, obviously it's for comedy for the episode.
Yeah.
But...
Or she's just having fun because they all have a go at her, saying, "Oh, that was ridiculous. That was too over the top."
True.
So she's just having a bit of fun with it, I suppose. But
I guess her part in the whole thing is quite limited. So
yeah, she's trying to big her part up. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, if we sort of park the twist for a bit and look at it as it's presented, we've got these 4 characters.
Yes.
None of which are particularly likeable.
No.
Can I say League of Gentlemen?
Yeah.
Can I say Jeff?
Yes. But Steve playing Jeff this time.
Yes, exactly. That's the weird thing, isn't it? It's even the same like wig and beard.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. But this whole episode actually felt like almost like an extension of one of those Jeff sketches.
It kind of did, yeah, now you say it. I hadn't thought of that, but yeah.
So the one I remember is, I think, one of the first ones you see, which is where they're in a restaurant or something and he wants to tell a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he wants his friend to tell a
Mark
joke.
asks us to tell a joke.
Yeah, and they can't agree on it, and it gets spiraled out of control, and it ends with him pulling a gun and pointing at him and forcing him to tell this joke.
Yeah. And
I feel like that influences this episode a lot.
Yeah, now you say it, actually, it really does. I'd not considered that, but yeah, it really is very similar. Yeah, just an expanded little sketch. Yeah, and I think that's maybe a little bit like what I said earlier about how it gets almost a little bit tedious, how it's been so expanded, and it has to kind of keep going and keep this tension back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Yes.
Which doesn't hold up for me as much on a second watch.
No.
But I think it does work on a first. It kind of...
Oh, it does, yeah.
It keeps upping the stakes as it goes along.
Exactly, yeah.
And it becomes a joke in itself.
Yeah, no, I found it, to be honest, like quite stressful to watch and quite frustrating in that it gets to a point where you just think, oh, for God's sake, just sort this out.
Yeah.
Like, just somebody just back down or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But they're obviously not going to.
No.
I love that we've got Jason Watkins in this.
He's awesome.
He's such a good actor. I love him.
Yeah.
Very good, very funny.
Doctor Who crossover again?
Yes.
Got to shout it out.
Yes. He's playing this, well, supposedly someone called Kevin, who's pathetic.
The numbers guy.
Very much a tight ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know how they're really friends with him, really. They don't seem to like him or really get on with him all that well.
No.
And they seem very different. Why he would want to be friends with them either.
Exactly. Why any of them would like any of them.
Yeah. In this, the fake story that they've crafted.
And also, they're friends because of badminton, right?
I guess.
Is that right?
I guess so.
They play badminton together? Or is the badminton just incidental?
Well, I wondered this. So this club that they talk about, that Steve's the president of or whatever, is that the badminton thing?
Well, that's what I thought.
Or is that a different thing entirely?
That is what I thought, but they all kind of seem like businessmen. And I'm like, when I first watched it, I thought they were all connected by some business thing.
Yeah.
And maybe the badminton was just like a side thing.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if it was just they were friends from school and they were just, they'd gone slightly different ways and that's why the professor's a bit different and but they're still friends even though they don't really have a lot in common anymore except maybe this badminton.
But yeah, well, I was just wondering, given how much they argue over the bill, like what their badminton matches must be like. Yeah. Arguing over points and things.
Yeah. And then you've got Philip Glenister as Craig, repping the South.
Yeah. It's nice to have him in it. He's another excellent actor.
Oh, he's a great actor. He randomly just pops up in things here and there and everywhere.
Yes. I used to love watching him in Life on Mars.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, interesting character. Again, not very likeable. Lots of disgusting comments about the waitress.
Mm-hmm. And what's in his drawers and his wardrobe?
Yeah, I really want to know. I really want to know. I mean, how dodgy are we talking?
Yeah. Yeah, who knows? And what takes up an entire wardrobe?
And he's only staying in a hotel or something, isn't he?
Yeah.
So what has he brought with him from down south that's that dodgy that he doesn't want to be found?
Yeah. Well, I assume the drawer is something like drugs.
Yeah.
But what he needs an entire wardrobe for, I'm not sure.
Dead body? I don't know.
Well, I'd probably say not, in that he seems a lot more shocked by
this.
Well,
yeah.
So maybe not. But
more drugs then.
More drugs, yeah.
Or just, I don't know.
Who knows?
Porn magazines.
We'll never find out. But yeah, I do love that they can do these in these little things of like, you can just say wild stuff, and you never have to go there to explain it. So it doesn't matter.
Yes.
You can get away with saying any lines you want, really. What your opinion on the vouchers and whether it's right or wrong that he hadn't already produced them?
Oh, it's dodgy, isn't it? It's very funny. It's hilarious. The fact that, oh my God, the notoriously tight one suddenly says, it's all right. He goes, I'd like to pay the whole bill, please. Like, honourably, like, and everyone's like, oh my God, wow. And you think he's being the big person.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, and I've got these 50% off. Like,
it's not like 10%. It's
50%. Yeah.
50%. Yeah.
And like, he could have provided those right at the beginning.
Yeah.
But he was saving them for another time, apparently. Yeah. Yeah. And they're out of date, so he's obviously been saving them for a long time.
Yeah.
What a funny character.
But I can believe all these people. Like,
yes,
he does a great job of making you believe that that's a real person.
Yes.
Even though you've got such a short amount of time with them.
Yes. I don't know if this is a north-south thing, but like, or maybe it's just a testament of how well they know each other. But for me, I think if I was in that situation and there was an argument about who was paying the bill, like, everyone was saying, no, I'll get it, please let me get it. And then someone produced these vouchers and that they hadn't produced before. I wouldn't be there saying, oh, excuse me, and make a thing of it. I might think something in my head, but I probably wouldn't say it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's just because we're nice people.
Maybe it's just because they're, boisterous arseholes. Yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's oh my God. This episode is just brimming with masculinity, like, pride and
everything that's wrong with that.
Performative bullshit, yeah.
That sort of age group of man.
Yes, absolutely.
In this country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all voting reform, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what makes it, again, quite frustrating to watch, is because they are all so unlikable. And I'm not saying that makes it bad, but just that...
oh, not at all.
It just...
But it makes it frustrating.
Makes you squirm when you're watching it, yeah. Am I right in getting the impression that they are all fairly well off?
I guess so. Like, even... I guess you're meant to think that Kevin, the professor's the least well off, but he's still got 2 houses, even if his mum's in one of them.
Exactly, yeah. And obviously Craig is richer than the rest of them.
Yes.
But he's trying to be polite, I think, and not flash his cash.
Yeah, I mean, they're all not poor, but I think there's probably a gulf between the 3 of them and him.
Yes. Yes.
At least in the scenario they're crafting anyway.
Yeah. Which is why they've picked him as a target, yeah.
Yeah. I think they're quite comfortable, but I don't think they're by any means rich.
Depends on your definition, really.
True.
But yeah.
They're not on the breadline anyway.
Certainly not, no. So we were saying about Anya, the waitress, and her accent.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so many like silly moments where she's misinterpreting things.
Yeah.
And watching it on the first watch, you do think, oh, they're going really like far with this. Like, oh, she doesn't speak English very well, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
But then when you do get to the twist, it kind of explains it. Like,
Yeah.
It makes a bit more sense.
She's just a bit shit at it. But
Yeah, she's just, yeah, it's the character's fault, not the writer's fault.
No.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Presumably you're meant to think it's a bit of a sort of Manuel in Fawlty Towers sort of
Well,
situation.
exactly, yeah. I find it interesting how when she wants him to repeat what he said, she says, please. And both times he's just asked for something and he's been like, oh, get us a couple of mints, love. And she goes, please. And it always sounds to me like she's saying, say please. Like, what's the magic
word? Be a good customer, be a good customer.
Yeah. I think you've forgotten something. Yeah. But, yeah, speaking of the mints.
Piss mints.
Ugh.
And the 15 types of piss.
What? I don't understand what that means. I'm with Craig on that. What do you mean there's 15 different types of piss?
Well, I don't know. There's a lot of accents up here. We all have our own, I don't know. Who knows?
It's like a wine tasting. Like, oh, I'm getting fruity. I'm getting asparagus.
I'm getting impoverished. I'm getting...
Yeah. I think nowadays you get more like they're wrapped in little bits of plastic, like individually.
Yeah. But I remember never having them again after this episode.
Oh, yeah.
When I watched it years ago.
So I don't really recognise there being like a bowl of just exposed mints.
Oh, there is up here.
Like, I don't think I've seen that down here.
Oh, that would be a common thing. Yeah.
Really?
In a certain level of restaurant, yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I suppose Reese's character says, he specifically says in northern restaurants.
Yeah.
So I guess it must be a thing up there.
You'd have it in somewhere that's slightly nice, but not nice. Like,
Yes.
It's a step up from Weatherspoons, but by no means a fancy restaurant.
Yeah.
Would have it by the till kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah.
In that kind of wooden bowl. Yeah, exactly that.
I mean, it's so true. Like, I shudder to think, to be honest, about any sort of public place. Like, even if you use a public toilet and you've got to sort of think about how you touch the handle and stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to think too much about it. Carry hand sanitizer.
Yeah. The pandemic made us think differently about certain things.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all those mints, that's what spread it round. Not as good as there used to be a bar in town that I used to love that doesn't exist anymore, but that had free prawn crackers on the bar, which was great.
Yeah, sounds good.
When you're 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Just be careful how you touch it.
That was a wild place. It's the only place I've ever danced at like 4 in the morning to the Game of Thrones theme tune. Like, just any old random shit that someone requested, they would play it.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Rest in peace, Willow.
I do appreciate the joke about the limoncello. Just going to come back with a lemon and a cello.
Cello. I'd read that Reese said it was his favourite joke of the series or something.
Apparently, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but...
No, it was funny.
It is good.
But I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. And probably the line that summarises this entire episode, it's just building and building, and he says, I'm offering to buy everyone's meal. Yes, because you're a selfish prick.
Yeah.
That is this episode in a nutshell.
Yeah, I was watching it downstairs before we did this and had it on in the living room, and that line happened, and then my housemate just put his head through the door and he was like, what the hell are you watching?
Yeah, I will say, I said it had League of Gentlemen vibes, but I don't know, this does feel, I think it's Steve's character particularly, has a real broadly comedic vibe that we don't normally get in Sub Number 9.
Yeah.
His character seemed the most sort of sketch showy.
It feels very different to the other three. Like, Reese is playing it quite straight.
Yes.
And, like, I don't even think he has a wig on in this one for once. He looks like a normal person.
Yeah.
Whereas... But then, yeah, you do get those people like the character Steve is playing.
Oh, you do.
Where they will always be in a tweed jacket and they will always have some ridiculous wig that everyone knows is a wig and doesn't say anything.
Are you saying you think the character's wearing a wig?
I think there's a decent chance. I don't know.
Okay, I hadn't thought of that. I just thought he had strange hair.
Maybe.
But yeah.
I think I took it as a wig, but...
Because if you were going to wear a wig, wouldn't you choose a better one than that?
You would think.
Yeah.
But no. Not up here we don't.
Okay.
Or not people of that generation up here anyway.
Yes.
They would have just bought a wig and then they expect that you don't mention it.
Right. Oh, I've got lots to learn about northern wig culture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love when Craig's on the phone to his au pair, Manushka.
Yeah.
And then Malcolm's like, don't worry, babushka.
Yeah. And the way he keeps saying digits. Like, just say numbers. This poor woman clearly doesn't know what you're saying. Like, pick an easier word.
Yes, that is really irritating when people think that people are more likely to understand you if you just say it more loudly or slowly or whatever. Like,
yeah. Say it slowly and loudly and they will understand.
Yes.
Yeah, that was frustrating. But as we said, all of them are very unlikable people. So.
Yeah, they're awful, yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest turns for me in this was the whole subject of Archie's supposed brain tumour.
Yeah. That takes a turn.
It really does. I think it's really good. So yeah, it's so hard to talk about, isn't it, with the twist? But like, because obviously whoever Reese is really playing, is a very good actor.
Yeah,
in that they can do that. Mm-hmm. But it's funny to think that was all planned. That it's all part of the plan that Malcolm goes off to ring his wife, and then comes back and says, "I rang your wife," and blah blah blah. Like, it was all orchestrated. Yeah,
I guess they needed something big that would force them to have the fight with the knife.
Absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a claim for, at least if we're saying that this story's true, and then when they find out obviously that he's made that up, that's quite a horrific claim to have made up.
Oh yeah.
That they don't really address too much.
No, they don't. I think it's a stepping stone. Like you said, it's a stepping stone to the knife game. Yeah. It's just like, okay, we've gone up another level of how desperate they are to pay this bill, that someone's going to claim that they're dying.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I guess it's that joke thing, isn't it? Oh, well, I've got to do it, I'm dying. Like, that's where you would go to, I suppose, if it is a joke. The comedy timing is great on them holding hands and then Steve coming back with his line about...
Well, no, I like Kevin just puts his hand on top and he's so sensitive, like, if you want... we can pay the tip. Like, like, wow, you're so generous, Kevin. Thank you. The 10% that you were going to put on. And
then his little story about the guy that went to Switzerland and, like, did he live? No.
Yeah.
But he got a nice TV.
Well, that's all right then.
Yeah. It's the nice touches.
Yes.
And that he thinks Dignitas is just a city in Switzerland.
Yeah, that's a nice little sitcom joke there. Yeah. I do think Malcolm and Archie are like a married couple in the way they bicker. They're so, like, those two are the ones that are really locking horns.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's just quite fun to watch. Yeah.
Well, because I take it that, so Kevin, or the real Kevin, is like the mastermind, I'm taking it, because he kind of takes over towards the end.
Yes.
And therefore he's maybe written all of this, and he's gone, Malcolm and Archie, you two are going to fight, and like that's their role in the situation. He's the mastermind, and she's the person that has to get murdered. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's sort of how it works.
But yeah, then we have the absolutely bonkers knife game, which...
Have you ever played it?
Oh, God.
We used to as kids in school, like you said, with a compass.
With a compass, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm too much of a wuss. I'd never do that.
I don't know as I ever really joined in very much, but I know that the big boys would play it a lot.
The big boys.
Yeah. I didn't know it had that name, though. I don't remember what we ever called it.
Oh, he gives it like 3 or 4 names, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, fish finger fillet or something.
Yeah.
5 finger fillet, that was it.
Yeah. Fish finger, yeah.
But it's, I mean, I can't watch it really. It makes me on edge, like... Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember first seeing it in, because they do it in the second Alien film, don't they?
Oh, do they?
And I think that's where I first saw it.
Right.
Because they have the android character does it, and goes at like crazy speed because he's obviously an android.
Yes.
But I do remember him doing it in, I want to say it was in secondary school.
Right.
People would play it with compasses.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've seen it in other things like But yeah, it's just bizarre.
Mm.
And that they're going to use that as the way to finally settle this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, knowing the ending, you keep to remind yourself is all planned, is all part of it.
Yeah.
Which makes me think like, Archie really mutilates his hand, which is kind of extreme.
Yeah.
For the con.
Yeah.
If it's all for that.
But what, they're getting 50 grand?
Well, true, yeah.
I mean, even, it's 50 grand split 4 ways, though. I suppose it's still a good chunk of money. But he's having to stab his fingers for it.
Yeah. Well, no, aren't they getting 50 grand each? Because I think wasn't Craig going to pay the whole thing at the end?
Oh, was he going to pay the whole thing and then they were going to pay him back?
I think so.
Right, fair, yeah.
Because they were all like, I don't have that kind of money and this and that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
so, yeah.
Right. Yeah, true.
Probably is worth a few cuts on your fingers.
I've stabbed my fingers a few times. Yeah. Yes,
just for listeners' benefit, we don't condone
no
stabbing your fingers.
Don't try this at home.
However much money is on offer. Another hilarious moment from Jason Watkins where he's with his watch and he's just waiting for it to get to the top. The timing of that's so perfect.
They did do a great job with that one.
Yeah. Craig tries to wrestle the knife off Archie, and accidentally slashes the waitress across the throat.
Yeah. Now this is one I have a bit of an issue with, in that, considering how well their plan was, like conceived and plotted and everything, this relies a hell of a lot on luck.
Oh yeah, completely.
To make this end bit work. Like, maybe if it had gone on longer, they'd have fought or something over the knife and the professor would have, said something, grabbed the knife or whatever to engineer it maybe.
Possibly.
But
I think they kind of rely on Craig grabbing it because it needs his fingerprints on it and everything, doesn't it, to be...
True, although they do write them off.
Yeah.
With a napkin. But yeah, I just remember thinking that it's all a bit convenient.
It definitely is.
Considering how well planned the rest of it is.
Yeah.
That the crux of it relies on luck.
Yes. I think this is one of my biggest issues with this, is that the whole thing it is very, very convenient. And it's like you can't possibly plan for all of that.
I guess if it didn't work, I guess if that was what they were hoping would happen, but I guess if it didn't, then Reese would have done it. It still ends up with a dead body that they have to get rid of.
Yeah.
And he's still going to be implicated in it. He was there.
Yes.
So maybe it's just a happy accident that he was the one that did it.
But, he could have just called the police there and then. Like, they're relying on the fact that he doesn't do that.
Yeah. But they presumably, I bet they had an eventuality for whatever happened.
I suppose, yeah.
And this is just the one we saw.
Yes, I suppose so.
Yeah, so maybe I have a bit less of an issue with it. We saw the convenient ending that they probably didn't even expect would happen, maybe. But hoped would.
Yes.
But I do remember when I first watched it, that specific scene, being quite shocked by it and like how unexpected it was.
The moment when the waitress gets slashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is a shock.
On a first viewing, when you don't know what's really going on.
Yeah, comes out of the blue.
It's very... Considering how silly and not very deep the rest of the episode is, to then suddenly go into a murder.
Well, yes. And the fact that she, she's just doing her job.
Yeah.
Like, she's not even part of it.
No.
And she's the innocent bystander that just gets slashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does make it like... It does pull the rug out from under your feet and you think, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And so then, yeah, apparently Archie says he has this contact that can just quietly deal with it.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Because of his mortgage clause imprisonment, apparently.
Yeah.
he did minor fraud by all accounts and gets put in prison with murderers and, like, cover-up people for the mob or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it is quite a clever plan, like, putting them in that stressful situation and then being like, okay, we can make this go away, but we need £200,000 now.
Yeah.
I can understand it working like that.
Which probably isn't much to him in the grand scheme of things.
Exactly, yeah.
And probably calculated carefully what's the most amount that someone will give without questioning it too much.
Yes. But then, of course, it all goes wrong when he steps on her hand. Steps on the supposedly dead waitress's hand and she goes, ow!
oh, she's still alive.
Yes. He's like, but we still need the money, don't we? Yeah. Just drop it. We've lost it.
Yeah. At which point, Kevin takes over as, like, in charge of it all.
Yes,
and
which is
drops
great
it.
to see.
Yeah.
You need an actor of his ability
Yeah.
to do the switch there. Yeah, the status change is really interesting.
So I'm not entirely... This is my lowest point, though, is that I'm not entirely sure how they end up getting him in on the con at the end.
Oh, God, yeah, I don't like that bit.
I don't really understand it.
I don't like that.
Why he plays along with it. What have they got on him? Other than presumably they're threatening to beat him up, I guess, but...
Yeah. I think the official answer is there have been a couple of hints throughout the episode that he craves a bit of excitement in his life.
Right.
So I think the idea is supposed to be that
They've sat down and talked to him.
that's why he's got in with it. But it does seem a bit unnecessary to me.
Yeah. I think I'd have just had it implied that they've killed him.
Yes.
And then just cut to another con of them just doing it again.
Yeah, I would have preferred that, I think.
I mean, it is a nice little twist at the end that he's there, but I just don't think it quite makes sense.
No.
Or, like you say, if it was that he's some sort of adventure seeker or whatever, that you'd have them go, well, we could bump you off, or come sit down, have a talk with us. And then it fades out, like pulls back out of the window or something.
Yeah.
Of them all sitting down around him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't need the money, so I don't see why he would be conning people.
No, unless it is just fun.
For the fun of it, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there are, to be honest, there are several moments where I think it could have ended. If I'm going to be brutally honest, I think it might have been better without the whole con twist.
Maybe.
I think I'd have preferred it because the unfortunate thing is, yeah, it's a great when you suddenly realise, oh, it was all a sham, it was all a con. But it means that all those moments for the, 28 minutes or whatever it is that you've been watching them argue about this bill, that was all for nothing.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a letdown, actually. Like, I wish it had been real in a way.
Yeah, like you could have had something, where she says she's going to call the police if they don't leave, that say she had, and they don't know. And it ends with them, knifing her, and then them going, oh shit. And then you start to hear sirens, and they all just look at each other and start pointing fingers, and then it fades out, or something.
Well, my thinking was that, so basically the way it looks like it's going, before they reveal that it was a con, is that they've spent this entire episode arguing about who is going to be the one to pay the bill. And then when they get this thing of, oh, we've got to pay this £200,000, they're arguing, oh, well, it can't be me. I can't pay that.
Yeah.
Like, it suddenly turns on its head.
That would work as well, yeah.
I think that would have been a good ending.
Yeah. Yeah, you could, like we say about it being a play, the knifing would have been at the end of Act 1. The first half is them fighting for paying the bill. Act 2 is them fighting against paying for the bill.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that would, yeah. But it's inside Number 9, it's got to have... It is a classic sort of a twist for it.
It is, yeah.
And it does work well, like it comes out of the blue, you don't expect it.
And these things are designed really to be just watched once.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah. It gave me Hustle vibes at the end.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Which I used to occasionally watch with my parents back in the day.
Same.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention as well just the direction and the cinematography of this was done really well because it's a very static episode that for the most part they're just four people sat around a table.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the camera work kind of gives it a bit of energy. The cutting and then the angles with the one where you're looking down from above and the movements around and stuff. I thought that added to it really well. Yeah,
because it's quite a boring set really. There's not a lot going on in it even to interest you as well. So yeah, they've done a lot with quite a little on what could have been quite a boring visually episode.
Yeah. So where was the hair?
Where was the hair? Did you spot it?
Again, I shall say with my eyes, no, but with my Googling, yes.
Yeah, it's about 30 seconds in.
Yeah, quite early.
In the display case that's sort of the pillar that's between them and the room that Steve goes off to have the call. It's on the back side of that pillar.
Yeah.
Quite prominent, really, if you are really, really looking out for it. It's not particularly hidden.
So, this is a bit I hate.
Yeah.
Where we have to rate it because I just find it so hard. I just find it so hard to give it a number. I'll make you go first, please.
Okie doke. What feels fair? I'm trying to rate these all on my opinion based on the first watch of them, which is more tricky than you in that my first watch was years ago. And I did really enjoy it. I thought it was a lot of fun. But the end is a bit strange, and I think I'm going to go a 6.
Okay.
I think a 6 feels fair.
That's fair. I'm along similar lines. I'm going bang in the middle. I'm going to say a 5. Because I do appreciate it a lot. I think it's a great concept, very well written. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I've just got a bee in my bonnet about it, but I just feel like the ending could have been better.
Yeah.
And it kind of spoils it for me, really.
In a way, yeah.
I think it would have been nicer to have a proper payoff rather than, such an extreme twist. But then it is Inside Number 9, as you say. So what was I expecting? But yeah, I think 5.
Yeah, because I'm trying to imagine how I would have voted for it if it didn't have the twist and had the, like you said, the more just character-driven story, and whether I might have complained about that anyway in that
probably, yeah,
it didn't have a good enough twist and it was just a character thing and it didn't have a great plot or whatever. Like, that was my kind of criticism of Nana's Party. So
well, yes, true.
Yeah. But it's just how you feel in the episode. So.
Exactly. And also, these are just, conversations that we're having in the moment and how we feel at the time.
Yeah.
But I've said already, like, I've looked back at scores I've given other episodes and I've thought to myself, oh, I wish I could change that because I don't agree with it anymore.
Yeah.
So, it's just the nature of how it is.
Trying to rate stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, not a bad episode by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not remotely. It's a strong one. It just has a couple of flaws.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. It's great performances.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all brilliant at doing what the script's wanting from them, and yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Because I would kind of call it, a classic episode of Inside Number 9 in a way. And yet I've not scored it that highly, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's certainly a memorable episode, let's put it that way.
Yeah, but when it's surrounded by so many really good episodes, that even the decent ones feel lesser by comparison. So, yeah, it's not inherently a bad episode by any stretch.
Not at all, yeah. But it's definitely one where, when I'd finished the whole series and I look back, it was one that stood out to me as, I remember that one as being...
It's very memorable.
Exactly, yeah. Well, there we go. Wonder what listeners thought of the bill. Why don't you let us know if we're talking rubbish or if you agree.
Are you Team North or Team South?
Yeah. Team A up or...
Whippets or Corgis?
Yeah.
Flat caps or top hats?
I don't know what to say to that.
Yorkshire puddings or jelly deals?
Definitely Yorkshire puddings.
Good.
Yeah.
That's the only correct answer. But you say that this was a particularly memorable episode. Next week, we have a very memorable episode.
Oh, I'm so excited. Possible contender for one of the best.
Yeah, it's definitely up there.
Well, from what I remember anyway, I haven't rewatched it yet, so we shall see. But yeah, definitely an exciting one.
We'll be back with Riddle of the Sphinx next week.
Yes, look forward to that. But yeah, until then, I reckon it's time to close the door on number 9.
But you never really leave, do you?
Thanks for listening to The Ninth Degree. If you'd like to get in touch, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok at Ninth Degree Pod, or email us at ninthdegreepod@gmail.com. You can also leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcasts.